Semi-final Class A state wrestling is a service of Goodhue County ADA. Brian Hale, your thriving financial agent in Pine Island. He's my new agent, too. Zumbrota Vet Clinic. Also Shane Electric in Zumbrota. Zumbrota Telephone Company. My Bridget's Cafe in Zumbrota. Boy, could I use a piece of Bridget's pie right now. Oh, man. Bank of Zumbrota. You should have seen the look I got from Tom. Pine Island Lumber. Zumbrota VFW pulls 57-27. Oh, yeah, one of those ribeyes would be good, too. Grover Auto of Zumbrota and the News Record Zumbro Shopper in Zumbrota. As I said earlier today, went down to the bowels of the XL Energy Center, fully anticipating. I had one recorder to visit with Link Steffen, the other recorder to visit with Matt Ryan, and they stopped me down there and said I couldn't interview the coaches, Tom.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess media is kind of limited on where we can maybe go this year, huh, Gordy?
I guess.
Now that you made me hungry with your ads before we start.
We just had a meal.
I know.
Sort of.
Still, yeah.
We had a hot
dog.
It's a
quick one.
We had a quick hot dog here at the XL Energy Center. Piece of Bridget's pie does sound good, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's excellent.
What's your favorite flavor?
I like about any kind of pie. So.
Yeah, any fruit-filled pie I like.
Yep.
Blueberry's my favorite, though. So right now, the co-captains are doing the flip, right?
They are, and this can be all important in a match like this. Is you want to win the flip because that gives you the option to send out your wrestler last at a particular weight, so you go odd or even, and if you get odd, then you got to send your wrestler out first, and here's the all-important flip.
And they just did it.
And it looks like ZM got their choice, and they're off to a good start. I don't know how important it is here, but, Tracy Milroy has got 5 ranked wrestlers.
Yeah. 5 ranked wrestlers. They're very good down low. And Zumbrota-Mazeppa is very good up top.
Yep, and here we go. We're going to start it off at 106 pounds, and the Cougars are going to send out Joey Majuris.
He's good.
Joey is ranked second.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's very good.
At 106, so he'll definitely be favored in this first match. But he's going up against the third-rated wrestler, so this could be a good one.
Ooh, this could be a preview of something later in the tournament individually.
Absolutely. You got the third-ranked wrestler and 8th grader, 38-2 on the season, Aiden Horner.
Yeah, he is an 8th grader. Wow.
So you got an 8th grader against a sophomore here. And
hope the elder statesman can pull it off.
And we got a couple experienced refs out here. So
lots of activity, too. I love this, Tom.
Yep, we're going to see some action here at 106 pounds to start out the duel. Both wrestlers up on their feet still.
And they're both going for it.
Majer's doing a good job of controlling the head of Horner, trying to get that first takedown.
Wrestling on mat number 3 at 106 pounds double A.
Majer's on an outside shot. Horner counters with a shot of his own, no points.
From South St. Paul.
Well, they both look like they could be twin brothers almost.
Yeah, they're about the same size, aren't they? Now you got Majerus on an outside shot on Horner again. Trying to push the action a little bit is Majerus. Both wrestlers now still trying to get that first takedown. Majerus, it looks like he's a little bit more aggressive here.
Yeah, this 8th grader looks pretty strong, though.
Yeah, now you got Horner on an outside shot on Majerus trying to suck up a single leg. Majerus trying to dump him to his back. Horner does a good job of just kind of fighting that off as they go outside the circle once again. No points were exchanged.
I noticed in that match earlier today, Tom, it's Ottertail Central. These coaches are into it.
Yeah, Tracy, Milroy, Ballatin, Westbrook, Walnut Grove. Wrestler Horner now on their feet. Majerus still trying to get that control for that first takedown. Both wrestlers kind of back away from each other.
They're out of section number 3, the Panthers. And just 2 losses on the year. In dual action.
Who were their 2 losses to, Gordy?
I was just going to look that up.
We got neither wrestler now with a takedown as we got 30 seconds here. Majerus looks like he's trying to get that first takedown.
They lost to Frazee 44-16.
And Frazee's wrestling on the mat right next to him.
And they lost to Minneota 35-30. Of course, later they avenged that by winning the section.
And Minneota has been coming up here for years.
Oh, gosh,
this is Tracy Milroy's first appearance, I believe, at the state tournament.
Ever.
And they got a big fan base, as well as Zumbrota-Mazeppa's fan base is huge.
They're sitting right next to each other.
Yep, we got no score at the end of the first period, as both wrestlers unable to get that first takedown.
As much activity as there was, folks, it's hard to believe there isn't a score.
Yeah, it wasn't like there was no action.
No.
Now you got Majerus is going to start the second period in the down position. Horner is riding from the left side. He's got Majerus flat on the mat. Majerus has got to work his way back up to his base. Horner's doing a good job now of kind of underhook that near side arm, trying to get that advantage. Majerus now trying to sit out. Horner just kind of follows him around, does a good job. Joey's got to get up to his feet now. Joey's trying to work his way back up to his feet. Horner's kind of got him in that referee's position, still riding on the left side. Horner's got to be careful here, too, of riding right behind the wrestler, because you get cautioned for stalling if you don't start to work your way off to the side. As I say that, he works his way off to the left side.
Yeah, try to get a half Nelson in there.
Yep. And now Majerus is still trying to stand up. Horner's trying to get that half Nelson rolling on the left side. Majerus is keeping his head up. He's got a short little sit now. Now he's got to get some movement. Horner just kind of follows him around as he kind of just gets Majerus down to his base position again with 50 seconds left. Now Horner's got control of the left arm of Majerus, trying to run a head lever around that left side. Switches that up, trying to get an arm bar. Majerus does a good job of keeping his hands out in front of him, not allowing the ZM wrestler to score any points.
Carl Campbell is the head coach for Tracy, Milroy, Ballatin, Westbrook, Walnut Grove. Panther's been there 17 years.
I got Horner riding on the left side. Majerus quick to his feet. Horner returns him to the mat, kind of front trips him to return him. He's got one leg of Majerus trapped behind him now. Majerus quick to get back to his base. He wants to score here with 30 seconds left. Get that 1 point escape. So Horner's not in control, because I'm sure he'll choose down to try to get that advantage going into this next period. Now Horner's got Majerus flat on the mat. We got 20 seconds left. Majerus has got to try to score here. 15 seconds left. Horner's in good position. They look like they're about ready to go outside the circle here. Majerus finally gets the whistle to blow. 9 seconds left. He's got to be quick off the whistle here, as Horner's just trying to hang on. Coaches from both teams are telling them what they need to do. Link's really getting after Majerus here to get an escape. Horner's going to try to hang on. Majerus quick to his feet. Horner does a good job of attacking the ankles and to keep him flat to the mat. And rode him out that whole period. That's a good job by Horner.
Yep, he just out-quicked him. Link Steffen's been the head coach at Zumbrota-Mazeppa for 12 years. 251 wins and 89 losses. Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah, now you got Horner with a quick escape. Majerus is going to have to score his points from the feet now.
10th state tournament appearance for Zumbrota-Mazeppa.
Now you got Majerus on a nice takedown. He's going to bring Horner to his back.
He did.
He's going to get back points. He's going for the fall here against Horner. Horner's got to fight that off. That's a huge move by Majerus.
Yeah.
It's a 5-point move from his feet. That's exactly what he wanted.
I don't know what Link told him, but it worked.
Yes, it did. It's 5-1 now, with Majerus on the top now, riding Horner. He's got him flat on the mat. He's trying to work that wrist back of Horner's, as he's kind of in complete control here now. Horner's trying to stand up. Majerus is going to try to follow him around. Now he's got the wrestler flat. Now the ZM coaches are saying, make sure you wrestle smart now. So keep him in that down position is what they want him to do. It's 5-1 with 1:05 left on the clock in the third period. Majerus in control with that 5-1 lead. Horner now trying to turn into him. Majerus does a good job of keeping the 8th grader flat to the mat.
Yep, keep pressure on him.
Yep, he's got good forward pressure now. Horner trying to do a short little switch. Majerus is keeping that far side arm, and Horner's going to be able to get 1 point escape. That makes it 5-2. Now he's trying to get a 2-point takedown. That would really tighten this up. He's got to return him to the mat. He's going to get a 2-point takedown.
No, it's off the mat.
Oh.
It's off the mat.
Wow, that was a big call there.
Yeah, Coach Steffens pointing to his head.
Now you got Horner in on another shot of Majers. Majers is trying to fight that off, get a takedown of his own with 25 seconds left. Majers with that 5-2 lead, just got to be careful here not to get in any type of trouble.
It's got to be really hard here, all the noise in this arena, to concentrate on what you're doing, Tom.
Yes, it is. Now Majers is going to be in control here, and it's going to be 5-2. Joey Majers with a win and a big.
Yes, nice start. We'll be back with our next weight in 30 seconds. Well, that was a good way to get started, wasn't it, Tom?
That was a great way to get started for the Cougars. You had the number 2 and the number 3 wrestlers at 106 pounds going at it. And ZM come out on top, so.
113, Caden Johnson for Tracy Milroy. Bo James for Zumbrota-Mazeppa.
Johnson is 9-16 on the season. They got another 8th grader going here for Tracy Milroy, so. And Jurens counters his record of 15-11. So
they got it wrong up there. They got Bo James up there. It's Jurens is his name.
Jurens, yeah. Oh, they do get the wrong name up there, don't they?
My gosh.
Jurens is a freshman for the Cougars.
In the program, they put Manamingo instead of Wanamingo.
I've seen that. Typos, huh?
Well, you must proof this stuff, don't you?
Yeah, you'd think so. Both wrestlers still on their feet. No points have been. Now Jurens in on a nice shot. He's going to get a 2-point takedown for the Cougars against Johnson.
Well, I don't know. Link Steffen's got these guys focused, I think.
Got Johnson now in the down position. Jurens doing a good job of attacking the hips of Johnson, trying to get them hips turned now. Now it looks like he's going to be looking for that Turk move as he's going to come across the front shoulders of Johnson. Johnson gets his legs free, though, not allowing to Jurens to turn him back now. Jurens got to be careful not to get too high in his ride here as Johnson's got a leg of Jurens. Jurens could lock up a cradle in this position, though, as he's still got that back leg hooked with his own. He's going to come across for a crossface now from the right side of the Tracy Milroy wrestler. Now he just kind of leg sweeps him down to the mat with 20 seconds left. Jurens is up 2-0.
They're wrestling on a St. John's mat here at the XL Energy Center.
Now the first period, there's a caution for stalling on Jurens as he's riding directly behind.
Yeah, you talked about that earlier.
Yeah, you got to get out to the side or these refs will ding you up. So now Jurens with a nice front trip to return the wrestler to the mat in Johnson. And the first period's going to end with Jurens up 2-0 over Johnson.
Take this down, the news record. Zumbro Shopper's the place to get all kinds of great photos of what's happening here at the state tournament. Faye Haugen, award-winning sports photojournalist, taking all kinds of pics up here.
I got Johnson now working from the top. Jurens is in that down position as he chose that. Johnson staying behind the arms of Jurens. Jurens is good to get it to his feet. Now he just turns into the Tracy wrestler and gets his escape. That makes it 3-0. The minute 40 left in the second period. Jurens now trying to control the head of Johnson and just trying to get that takedown. He attacks the hips, gets an outside single leg. Johnson trying to switch him. No points have been awarded. Jurens is in position for a takedown. Johnson is draped around a single leg, hanging on to Jurens. Jurens reaches up for that far side ankle with a crossface. It looks like he's going to score off from this. Johnson's just hanging on to the leg of Jurens, and finally Jurens with that crossface gets his 2-point takedown. flattens Johnson right down to the mat with a minute left in the second period and a 5-0 lead for Jurens. He really did. He didn't stop moving like we had talked about.
He's got him cradled now.
Yeah, now he's kind of reaching all the way across. Now he jumps across from the right side to the left side. He's got that wrist control, trying to get a pinning combination here. Now the bottom wrestler from Tracy Milroy's been cautioned for stalling. Jurens now riding from that left side. It looks like he's in good position as he's got that back leg hooked on the left side. Now he jumps across to the right side. Still trying to work some type of pinning combination on the Tracy Milroy wrestler, who's got his head towards the mat here. He could get a stalling call. And Jurens doing a good job of holding him down as Johnson's trying to stand up. Jurens has just got a little bit more movement in his wrestling to hold the wrestler down. Now it looks like he wants to tilt him to the near side. Almost had it.
He almost tilted himself, didn't he?
Yes, he almost did, but them short little tilts, it seems like you're seeing more of that in high school wrestling, and it's not really, you can pin the wrestler, but you sure get your back points, you know, so them points add up in a hurry when you're getting 2 or 3 at a time, so. Now both wrestlers will start the third period in the up position. They're both on their feet. They're going to go outside the circle there with 1:46 left. Jurens has just got to be careful not to get in any crazy position here as he's got that 5-1 lead. He doesn't want to go from his feet to his back and do anything here, and just stay comfortable. Instead, he shoots in on a single leg, which is fine. He's being aggressive, but safely aggressive, and powers through it for a 2-point takedown.
Well, they're telling him to let him go, aren't they?
7-1. Now you got to look for that major decision, don't you?
They're saying let him go.
2 more takedowns, you get there. It's 7-2 after he cuts Johnson loose from the bottom there. Now Johnson in on an outside shot, trying to control the head of Jurens.
This little Cougar looks like a takedown machine to me.
He does, yeah. Now you got just over a minute left. Jurens will need 2 takedowns for that major decision. Johnson does a good job with an underhook on that.
His head.
Yep, not allowing Jurens in on there. He's got to be careful not to give up that front headlock here in this position. Jurens now is trying to just hang on to the elbows of Johnson. They get a stalemate out of that with 52 seconds left. Blank's trying to get Jurens to do some more shooting here as he needs 2 more takedowns with 40 seconds left in the third period.
Doesn't look like he's going to get him.
He's going to call another stalemate, break them apart. Both wrestlers still up on their feet. Jurens with another outside shot. It looks like he's getting a little tired.
Yep. That's exactly what I was thinking.
As that shot wasn't quite as aggressive.
No. Well, he's been putting in all the energy in this match.
He really is, yeah, trying to push it to the end. It looks like he's trying to regroup there as they're both on their feet. Now Jurens with that 2-on-1 ride, or arm control with that Russian tie.
That was awesome.
Shooting in on Johnson. Now he's going to try to bring him to his back, get some back points.
He's saying let him go.
Down to let him go with 5 seconds left. He needs a takedown.
Come on.
Yeah, he's not going to let him in here. 1 point.
Coach Stephan said, get him, let him go.
Yep, and he's going to leave with a 9-3 decision, and it looks like he did most of the work.
Yeah, I'd say so too. Hey, when you're making a decision, whether it be a remodeling project, a brand new deck, whatever, the building materials are to be found at Pine Island Lumber. They want to be your lumber yard. We'll have our next match in 30 seconds. Casamanovo, by the way, is wrestling against Purim here in the semifinals of 2A. I'll try to keep you updated on that. A good match going here. Class A semifinal between Tracy, Milroy, Ballatin, Westbrook, Walnut Grove, and the Zumbrota-Mazeppa Cougars, the defending state champs.
Yeah, we got a ranked wrestler coming out now for Tracy Milroy. That will be Derek Ellingson, rated 6 at 126 pounds. He's 29-4 in the season at junior. He'll be going out against Johnny Poland. Johnny is a sophomore, 13-13 on the season.
So this is one of those matches where you're just asking him to stay off his back.
That's exactly, yeah, and if you can keep it close, you never know what will happen at the end. So
it looks like he's got a strong upper body, Mr. Poland.
Poland now trying to control the head of Ellingson as they're on their feet.
He's not being fearless. I mean, he is being fearless. He's not backing down from the guy.
Up and Ellingson with a nice outside double leg shot. Kind of turns the corner. Gets that 2-0 lead on Poland.
Yeah, he's quick.
Poland now just in his base position. Looks like Ellingson's trying to reach all the way around in the front of Poland. Poland's trying to get to his feet from his base. He does a good job of standing up.
Pick hands,
but gets returned to the mat as Ellingson kind of elevates him up, but they return him. Poland quick back to his base, trying to work up to his feet. It's 2-0 for Ellingson, excuse me. And we're at 120 pounds as they go outside the circle. Poland in that down position. Got 22 seconds left. It'd be nice to get an escape point here to tighten the match up a little bit. Poland quick to his feet right off the whistle, trying to get that stand up. Ellingson returns him to the mat. Poland now with that short little sit out, try to get separation there to get to his feet. 10 seconds left. Ellingson's just kind of hanging on to him. Poland in that down position with 9 seconds left. He's got to be quick off the whistle. Thought maybe somebody jumped the whistle, but the referee took that one on his own. Ellingson now trying to hang on to Poland. Poland a short little sit out, trying to get that escape. Trying to score right at the end of the period. Now Ellingson hangs on. And Ellingson gets caution for stalling. He's not able to return him to the mat right away. That's a good call by the referee. Now it looks like it's going to be Ellingson's choice, and he's going to put both wrestlers on their feet.
Yeah, I think Coach Steffen was telling his wrestler to get more movement in his wrestling.
Yep. Both of them are kind of hand fighting now. Doing a lot of head slapping.
Yeah.
Poland with an outside shot. Now Poland's kind of snapping down the head of Ellingson. Ellingson tries to throw him.
That was a mistake.
Yeah, Poland looks like he was kind of in control.
Poland's got, I think, didn't Link tell him to snap him down or something?
Yeah, he's trying to get that hand control there. Can, head tap and then go with the snap down move.
Looks like he wants to throw.
Now you got Ellingson, a little bit taller wrestler, trying to get in on the legs of Poland. Poland comes right back with his own little shot. Trying to control the head of Ellingson.
Well, you've got to have good balance in this sport, don't you?
Oh, you do, yeah. You just got to, your quickness is huge too. I mean, everything you do, you got to react to it. So right now they're pretty excited that Poland's kind of
in the match.
Yes, he's right in the match, and that's exactly what you want here. Now Ellingson with another shot.
That was awesome.
A double leg shot, and he just drove it all the way through across the mat. They almost used the whole circle. That puts him up 4-0.
Wrestling on mat number 7, class 2A at 132 pounds. From Totino Grace is Josh Clark.
Now you got Poland while he was in the down position. Ellingson says, let's go from our feet. It's 4-1. Ellingson now with 2 takedowns, got a single leg shot on Poland. Poland's trying to stuff his head down, not allowing him to get that takedown. Now Poland's got really good hips. He's trying to keep Ellingson's head to the mat. They're either going to get a snail bait here, or Poland's able to spin behind him. Looks like Poland's trying to load up a headlock from this position. We got 35 seconds left. Now
keep moving.
Poland's in position to spin behind him as he's really pushing the action.
Yeah.
Ellingson's just hanging on to his arm, though.
Why isn't he in a stall here?
Now Poland's in position for a 2-point takedown. Just works his way around. Gets that takedown. It makes it 4-3 in a tight match here. Ellingson now trying to get that escape as Poland's pushing the action.
I love it. He's pushing the action against state-ranked guy.
That's awesome. Now he's just got to hold him down for this period. We got 12 seconds left. Referee brings him back to the center. Ellingson trying to stand up. Poland reaches across for that far side ankle.
That was
now Ellingson's trying to peel the hands. Pullen hangs onto the leg, though. He drops down to the leg, and he's not going to let him score an escape here.
He's punching him across the face.
We got a mean crossface coming right there.
Yeah, that's just uncalled for.
It's going to be 4-3. Ellington's going to be up on the scoreboard.
Should he get a penalty point for that?
Not really, because it's a crossface, but he was throwing it in pretty hard. You could get a penalty point.
It looked like he was slugging him to me.
Now they're going to go from their feet again as Pullen was able to get that last takedown on Ellington. Ellington now on an outside shot. Pullen's trying to get his hips back. Ellington elevates him up in the air. He's got him up on his shoulder, trying to return him to the mat now. And gets that takedown.
Cougar coaches are rather animated across the way.
Yeah. Now you got Ellington just kind of riding from that side now with that 2-point lead. Now the next step for Pullen will be get his escape point, and then he'll have a chance to win it with a takedown. Or a reversal to tie it, but I'd say against this ranked wrestler, you want to get your escape point here, make it a 1-point match, and then get that takedown to win it. So
Pullen's a 500 wrestler.
Yeah, so it's 6-4 right now. Ellington's got all he can do, the ranked wrestler, against Pullen, who's wrestling an awesome match. Pullen with that short little sit-out now has been able to get escapes off from that.
Yeah, but he didn't this time.
Oh, now you got Ellington with a half from the near side, but he's got to be careful. He's real high in his ride, trying to turn Pullen over. Pullen just kind of muscles out of that with 54 seconds left.
Link's telling him to get after him, isn't he?
He's telling him to get in that down position, get up.
he's like, you're not wrestling the state ranked guy, I am.
Yeah. Now you got Ellington returning, Pullen to the mat, but as soon as he returns to the mat,
he's too high.
He's quick on that. He's got a half Nelson on that near side now, holding Pullen down. Pullen kind of reaches up and peels that hand off for that half.
Yeah, he got
gets
the
his escape. This is exactly what I had talked about. He wants to be in this position now. A takedown will win it for Pullen.
Go for it.
With 30 seconds left, it's 6-5 score for Ellington. Now we got Ellington with an outside shot. Pullen's got to fight that off. Pullen's got to get a shot of his own and turn the corner. He's trying to control the head with a snap down or a head tap.
Right, I think he wants a throw.
We got 15 seconds left. Pullen's trying to really push the action as they go outside the circle with 11 seconds left. He needs a takedown here. Pullen does.
I think Link just told him to shoot, but
Ellington just trying to fight him off here as Pullen's trying to push the action.
That's going to be it.
It's going to end just this way, but boy, Johnny Pullen came out and wrestled a heck of a match.
Yeah, great match. He tried a shot too late.
He did.
That was an awesome match by that young man.
That was a lot of action, wasn't it?
500 wrestler. I'll tell you what, the state-ranked wrestlers lucky to come out of there with a win. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Casson Manorville's up 17-0 as they are at 132 pounds in their match against Perham in the semifinals. Here we got a good one brewing, Tom.
Yeah, we do got a good one here. We got Vaith against Ellington. Another Ellington. Ellington is 24-13 on the season. Unless this is the ranked wrestler.
This is Derek. If it's Derek, he's ranked.
Yeah, 6. Derek's ranked 6th in the state. So you'd have to look at them being favored in this one also. We got Ellington and on a shot on Vaith. Vaith does a good job of fighting that off.
Well, if you're a state-ranked wrestler going up against a 500 wrestler, aren't you thinking back points?
Yeah, but the ZM just doesn't give up them big points. You know, that's what makes them so good as a team.
Oh, wow, is that awesome?
Big throw on Ellington. This would be a huge upset here, and he's going to get a takedown with back points.
Off the edge.
They're going to talk about this. He's going to get 2 takedown, 2 back points.
Oh, he should.
It's going to be 4-0 lead for Vaith. That's a nice lead to start that match off with. Vaith is 20-5 on the season.
And he is a senior, too, so.
I got Vaith turning into Ellington. After Ellington, both wrestlers were
He's just out quicking him.
2 reversals, so that makes it 6-2. As soon as Vaith got a reversal against him.
Sticks in that leg ride.
That leg ride is tough, too. Now he'll stick in a second leg if he can get that one in there and just flatten that wrestler right down to the mat.
There he goes.
Both legs locked in. Now you work your pinning combinations. You try to work half Nelsons from this, or you can try to work an armbar from that.
But, that was a quick stalemate.
It was.
Why did that happen so quick, Tom?
Well, the wrestler in the bottom's got his hands way out in front of him, and you can't pull his hands in, so the referee looked like neither wrestler was making any advancements, so he'll blow it dead at that point.
I mean, he had just gotten that double leg right in.
Yeah, yep, he did, but he blew it dead really quick, didn't he? Now you got Vaith just wants to ride him out here to end the period. He's up 6-2 on the scoreboard.
And he's controlling the match, really.
Yes, he is.
I mean, unbelievable.
Now wrestling on mat 6.
This Ellingson is a junior, and he's ranked 6th in the state.
Now you got Vaith in the down position to start the second period. He's up on the scoreboard 6-2. Vaith now quick to his feet, peels the hands of Ellingson, gets an escape. That makes it 7-2. Vaith now trying to underhook Ellingson. Both wrestlers still up on their feet.
Well, if you're ranked 6th in the state, you got to be kind of dangerous, so I think I'd be careful on Mr. Vaith. There it is.
7-2 now. You got Ellingson trying to throw Vaith to his back.
Oh, man, what a great
slips off from it. Vaith just kind of rolls through that. Gets a takedown of his own. He'll take a 9-2 lead.
That's a senior there because he didn't panic.
No, he didn't. He's got 9-2, and now he's got both legs locked in again. He's really working hard from the top.
Well, that kind of bomb's doing nothing. I mean, nothing.
He's got Ellingson flat on the mat. Pretty soon you'll see a caution for stalling.
Well, I would hope so. There it is. He's not trying to pick hands or anything.
Yeah, both wrestlers, they just called a stalemate there as we got 45 seconds left. Ellington's still in that down position. Coaches are saying you keep him down there. False start on the bottom wrestler from Tracy Milroy, Ellingson.
Are we reading this right, Tom?
Yeah, I think so.
This 6th ranked wrestler, he doesn't look like it, does he?
No, he doesn't. Yeah, Vaith is really taking it to him now as he's got an armbar on that near side. He's trying to run that around. Vaith is high in his ride, but kind of jumps back down. Ellingson's got Vaith high in his ride. Vaith throws in that front headlock, just keeping that Tracy Milroy wrestler underneath him.
Boy, this Vaith is quick.
He is. He's got a lot of jump in his step here, doesn't he?
Wish I had half his energy.
Vaith now will be riding on the right side.
He jumped the gun.
Again, that's his second one. The next one will be a penalty point.
He's probably in a little bit of a panic mode here. He's probably never been behind like this.
Got him again. That's going to be a penalty point.
Wow.
Yeah, we talked about it. The referee even told him don't jump the start.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, makes it 10-2.
I mean, in a state tournament.
Yeah. Some referees will blow that whistle as soon as they touch in that, that up position, and other ones wait a second, and it might be enough to throw them off. But you just got to wait for the whistle no matter what. So it's 10-2. He's got the major decision going.
Yeah, this guy's in trouble.
Yeah, he's really riding tough.
Coach Steffen telling his wrestler to be smart now. Don't get yourself caught in a headlock or something and on your back.
Yeah, both wrestlers will start from their feet in the third period. 10-2 lead for Vaith.
Vaith does have 20 wins, so we're talking a quality wrestler.
Oh, yeah, he is a good wrestler.
He's just not ranked.
Yeah, both wrestlers now with that front head tie.
And you know something, Tom? This is his state wrestling match.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Ooh, we almost had a headbutt there.
Yeah, it looked like it.
I don't know.
This guy's getting a little upset.
Yeah, that was the Tracy Milroy wrestler really threw almost a headbutt in there. The referee brings him out to the center.
Yeah, he's talking to him right now.
He should be talking to him. I thought that could have been a penalty point. Got Faith now with that front head tie. Just got to be safe in this position with that 10-2 lead. Ellingson's the one that has to make something happen. He does a little throw-by move. Looked like he wanted to lock up a headlock. He's going to get a 2-point takedown. He throws a mean crossface on Faith. Faith has got a lot of action as he's trying to roll right through it. Looks like both these wrestlers are getting frustrated with each other. So
yeah.
10-4 at this point. The major decision's gone. Ellingson's going to put Faith back on his feet. That makes it 11-4.
Well, he probably feels confident at that one throw.
Yeah, now Ellingson still has to make something happen if he wants to win this match.
We'll find out what shape Faith's in here. He expended a lot of energy in that first period.
Yeah, Faith needs a takedown now to get rid of that major, but Ellingson gets a takedown, wants to lock up a near side cradle. Faith doesn't look like he's in trouble of giving up anything there, so did a good job of not going to that cradle. Faith now trying to sit through this as Ellingson's got a leg locked in on the near side. It's 11-6. He's going to cut him loose. It would be 12-6. Just don't. Oh, Ellingson with a haymaker from the outside. He was trying to throw that headlock.
Yes, he was.
Did not get it. That makes it 14-6. That's another team point, too, at that, by giving up that takedown there. So Faith with a huge win.
Yeah. Capital H, capital U, capital G, capital E. My, oh, my. News record, Zumbrota Shopper in Zumbrota brings you our summary of the match. Our score now on the team
10-3
is 10-3 in favor of Zumbrota-Mazeppa. That's our summary of the match. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Well, we're heading to the next match here with Zumbrota-Mazeppa up by a 10-3 score against Tracy Milroy Ballantyne. No, I take that back. Luis Perez is on the mat for Tracy Milroy. He did wrestle in the Kenya Wanamingo match.
Yeah, Perez is 10-12 on the season, and he'll be going up against Heitman. Heitman at 132 pounds for the Cougars is 10-19 on the season. This could be another one of them toss-up matches, Gordy.
Yeah. That last one wasn't supposed to be a toss-up match, though, was it?
No, I would have said Tracy Milroy was a heavy favorite in that one, so looks like it's kind of taking a little steam out of them right here.
I know. Their fans are sitting next to us. They're steaming.
Yes.
Literally, I can see it coming out of their ears.
No points have been scored yet in this 132-pound match between Heitman and Ellingson. Or Perez, excuse me.
There's a reason why the Cougars are ranked number one in the state.
It really is. They, like you said, they don't have really any holes now. You got Heitman with a nice takedown there to take a 2-0 lead. Perez now trying to stand up, peel the hands of Heitman. Heitman wants to return him to the mat. So you got 35 seconds left.
That's what I noticed about Perez in that match earlier today. Tommy's got some pretty good quickness.
He does. He got a 1-point escape there. That makes it 2-1.
Now, they were wrestling at the same time, so do you have somebody, an assistant, watch the other team? Take some
notes?
A
lot of times they will. They'll have an assistant kind of scout that other team and see what they got. And
the reason I say that is this young man was shooting like crazy in that first match today, and they did a nice job of holding him off that here.
Yeah. Because sometimes styles, too, you know, you can tell the kids what type of style they have, or if they're good on their feet, or had a tough time getting out from the bottom, or anything that will help your wrestler in that next match. So it's 4-1 right now with Heitman with that second takedown right at the end of the first period. And Perez starts this second period in the down position. Now you got a penalty point against Heitman for clasp hands. Perez trying to get his escape point as he's quick to the feet. Finally does peel the hands of Heitman off. So that's going to make it 4-3 with the escape and the penalty point for clasping on the top for Heitman. Well, Heitman trying to do just a little sweep move, little arm drag.
That was quite the dance they had going there.
Both wrestlers just kind of shake that off, face each other again. Perez with an outside shot. Heitman does a good job of just blocking that off, not allowing Perez to get in on his legs. Got both wrestlers now up on their feet still, trying to get that head control for Heitman, trying to snap down the head of Perez. Heitman's kind of pushing into Perez. Perez has got to be careful now. He's got a circle, so he won't get called for a stalling call here. Both wrestlers just kind of separate from each other. You got Heitman now with quick hand control in that up position. Perez now with another outside shot. Really no danger on getting in on the legs of Heitman as they go outside the circle with 40 seconds left in the second period. Cass and Manorville's leading 26-0.
Yeah, that's something. Semifinals. Breeze.
And we got Heitman now kind of controlling the head of Perez. Heitman's doing most of the pushing here from their feet, pushing Perez right outside the circle with 16 seconds remaining. It's a 4-3 score for Heitman.
Perez has the height advantage, but looks like the strength advantage goes to Heitman.
Yeah. Both wrestlers getting aggressive from their feet. Now a caution for stalling is going to be called against Perez as the second period ends with Heitman up 4-3.
Oh, that came just as he made a shot. They call for stalling for making a shot?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really agree with that one either, but they might be seeing something that we're not, Gordy.
I get it.
It's going to be 5-3. Heitman chose to go down. Perez put him on both wrestlers from their feet to start the third period, so that makes it 5-3. Heitman, one more takedown here for him would put him in real good control of this match as we're in the third period. Heitman just ear to ear with the Tracy Milroy wrestler. Just got that front head tie now. Heitman with a little duck under from his feet, almost was in control for a takedown.
Yeah, he slid.
Perez comes back, tries to get a takedown of his own, but Heitman's in position now. He's got the far ankle of Perez. Perez is able to get that leg back behind him. Perez now trying to do a short little spin-through move. Heitman just kind of hangs with that. He's going to be out in front. He's looking for a takedown of his own. Now he's just got to spin behind the Tracy Milroy wrestler, and he finally does as he hooks the back leg. Gets a 2-point takedown. That makes it 7-3.
Take this down. Brian Hale, your thriving financial agent in Pine Island, can assist you with making life's decisions financially.
Now we got Heitman just kind of working over the top of Perez as he's got that 7-4 lead with just under 30 seconds left in the third period. He's got to just be careful here with this lead now, not to give up a takedown and get out of this match with a decision.
So far, the Cougars have won the close matches.
They really have. It's been a pretty good advantage for the Cougars so far.
They get a lead going into the topper weights, and it's over.
It's over. Yep, I agree with you. You got Perez now with an outside shot on Heitman. Heitman's just going to kind of underhook it. And Heitman's going to win the match at 132-7-4.
7-4 win for Heitman for Zumbrota-Mazeppa. Coach Steffen's going over to the scores table. We'll be back in 30 seconds. We're back at the Excel Energy Center in St. Paul. Tom Weeks, Bertie Kosfeld here at the KDHL Sports microphone. Zumbrota-Mazeppa Cougars on top of Tracy, Milroy, Ballatin, Westbrook, Walnut Grove. It's like DeFrang's out there, isn't he?
DeFrang is out there. Spencer DeFrang, 19 and 15 on the season. Spencer's a
and Tyler
senior.
Van Der Esch.
Van Der Esch is a junior, 13 and 16 on the season. This could be another toss-up match here.
I remember right, Van Der Esch had a pin earlier, but a lot of guys had pins. Tracy Milroy against Kenya Wanamingo.
Yeah, neither wrestler's got a takedown. DeFrang now with a nice fireman's carry for that first 2-point takedown.
Yep, he did. He had a fall in the first period even.
DeFrang now with that half Nelson on the near side as they go outside the circle with a minute left in the first period.
So he didn't have to go the full 6 minutes. So did DeFrang have to go the full 6 minutes?
I can't remember, Gordy.
I mean, does that make a difference? Or?
It does. It can tire you out. DeFrang had a 3-1 decision in his match. Or got beat 3-1, excuse me, in his match.
Yeah, he's on top here.
DeFrang now trying to return Van Der Esch to the mat, which he does with the front trip. Trying to keep the Tracy Milroy wrestler flat now. DeFrang's doing a good job of keeping that forward pressure on him to keep him down on the mat.
And he's got a brace on that right knee, does DeFrang.
Yeah, Van Der Esch now is in that down position. DeFrang's really working hard from the top.
Well, I don't know, the coaches for Tracy Milroy is upset for some reason.
Yeah, I don't think there's been a caution for stalling yet, but you can maybe see one coming here. He's got to get a little bit more movement to him on the bottom position as DeFrang's been deep around that waist, just keeping the Tracy Milroy wrestler flat. He's going to get caution for stalling here pretty quick. Now DeFrang's trying to get the near side tilt going. He's not going to have any luck with that, but he'll leave the first period up 2-0.
His coach is pleading with him, Tracy Milroy coach.
Yep, he's got to make something happen here. DeFrang will start the second period in the down position.
Well, you know, Tom, if you're Tracy Milroy, Ballatin, Westbrook, Walnut Grove, you better start winning here soon because you're not going to win up top.
Yeah, exactly. It might be too late right now, Gordy. I got DeFrang in that down position still. Van Der Esch is working from the top, trying to throw in a leg now on the right side. DeFrang is up to his feet. He's trying to front trip him now. He's got to be very careful as he's real high on his ride. I think DeFrang kind of senses that as he's trying to get the Tracy Milroy wrestler even higher. Now we got a clasping call on the Tracy Milroy wrestler. 1 point will be awarded to DeFrang for a 3-0 lead after the penalty point.
Castle Manorville's up 26-4 at 1:52.
Got Foley up 24-9 over Totino Grace. Now we got DeFrang trying to throw a headlock from the bottom position.
That was awesome.
Reaches up and gets it. He throws Van Der Esch to his back. He's going for the fall. He's got it.
Yeah, that was strength there.
He's got the fall right there, I believe. He's got it tight. Gets the fall.
Well, that took a while. I thought he had it too.
Gets a fall at 3 minutes and 6 seconds.
That was impressive. Wasn't that just a power move there, a strength move?
Yes, it was. He just reached back and grabbed that head and pulled Van Der Esch right underneath him.
Yeah, at the conclusion of our broadcast, we're going to have our Cougars of the match. That's going to be tough, courtesy of Goodhue County ADA, reminding us to get our 3 every day of dairy back at 1. 19-3, Zumbrota-Mazeppa leads, Tom. As we go to 145 pounds.
Yeah, we got Luke Tupper coming out for the Cougars. Tupper Tupper is 19-1 on the season.
Wow.
Yeah, and he'll be going up against the 8th rated wrestler at 140 pounds, Anthony Oxford, a junior, who's 28-4 on the season.
How can you have one loss and not be ranked?
Yeah, he's been out for a while this season, so sometimes that's almost better, Gordy. Don't have that bullseye on you, I guess.
Oh, that's true.
So both wrestlers go outside the circle here. Tupper's got that 2-1 lead with the takedown.
Looks like a fundamentally sound wrestler.
Yeah, both wrestlers look real solid, don't they? Going to be hard to score some points in this match. Got 20 seconds left in the first period. 2-1 lead for Tupper. Just don't want to give up them points right at the end of the period. Or Oxford on a nice shot on Tupper. Tupper fights it off with that whizzer, not allowing Oxford in on the legs. So we got 6 seconds left in the first period. Tupper's up 2-1.
Well, he sure clomped down on that leg. That was a very quick whistle.
Yes, it was.
I mean, he just got the leg clomped down.
Yep. Now the second period, Tupper will be in the up position as Oxford chose to go down. Tupper now riding from the left side. He's got a 2-on-1 wrist control. Trying to hold the Tracy Milroy wrestler down. Looks like he's doing a good job. Now he's got that back leg hooked.
He's looking to his coach.
Trying to work from that left side.
Guy's not doing a whole lot on the bottom either.
Now they're trying to... He's got to be careful not to ride directly behind him. He is off to the side a little bit as Tupper.
But not...
Now he's got that leg locked in on the left side. Now he's going to reach all the way across.
Oh, he brought him on
Tupper
top.
Got reverse there as he tried to pull him in too tight there, and he just sucked himself right underneath the Tracy Milroy wrestler. Now Oxford riding now. Tupper from the left side.
This match is close enough now where a pin here for Tracy Milroy would make things interesting.
Yep, it would. They got a long way to go, though.
Oh, yeah, no question.
Now Oxford now with that deep waist ride on Tupper with 50 seconds left. It's 3-2. Tupper tries to roll through. Oxford's going to throw Tupper to his back.
Yeah,
Tupper's got to be careful.
He's in trouble.
As Oxford is going to go for the fall here. He's got to be careful not to get out of position here. Tupper's trying to roll through it. Does a good job of rolling through.
He did. Oh,
my. We got some back points here as both wrestlers are getting feisty.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the Tracy guy pushed him and he just swung him around.
Yeah, he did.
To the Cougar.
6-3 as both wrestlers are up on their feet with 26 seconds left.
What do you think the official told them there? Just be clean, guys, or what?
Yeah, I'm not sure. We had the clock running maybe, or I'm not sure what was happening there. The fans are all pointing at the scoreboard here.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if the clock didn't stop or as they went out of bounds. Tupper now trying to get another takedown here.
Tupper kind of gave him a look as he grabbed him by his headgear. Can you do that?
No, that's illegal, but I didn't see that part of it.
Yeah,
Gordy.
he said it to the official, too. The Tupper said the official, he grabbed my headgear.
Getting a little chippy, both of these kids, so.
He says it to the other official, too.
Tupper says, let's go from our feet.
Yeah, and get him out of my headgear.
Well, that second period's going to end now. I don't know. We got clock problems. Now they can't shut the clock off.
Yeah, this scoreboard hasn't worked all day.
Got 1:54 left. Looks like they're going to whistle it in.
Seems like every year you got scoreboards that don't work.
I know. I don't get it either.
You know, they test this stuff beforehand.
Technology. Seen some of that at the section team matches. They were having all kinds of scoreboard issues. Tupper now trying to control from that upper position.
Oh, my.
Both wrestlers are just going at it.
Yeah, the official's trying to calm down this Tracy Milroy guy because he is.
Yeah, you can't get out of control. You still got to keep your composure.
And he was.
Yeah, the referee just kind of stepped back and had a good talking to him, settling him down a little bit.
Don't take a deep breath, I'm sure.
Don't let your emotions get away from you. That's when just something stupid can happen. Both wrestlers still up on their feet now. Tupper's got to get that next takedown to get back into it as he's down on the scoreboard 3-6 with a minute to go in the third period.
Yeah, well, maybe he's gotten his head a little bit.
Yep. Oxford is the 8th-rated wrestler at this weight. Tupper with a nice shot now on Oxford. He's in pretty deep on a double leg shot. It's going to elevate Oxford up in the air.
Potentially dangerous.
We got potentially dangerous, yep. 1 penalty point's going to be awarded to the ZM wrestler. Now it makes it 6-4.
Yeah, takedown ties it.
Takedown does tie it, Gordy.
Can he do it in 35 seconds?
Oh, absolutely. Just one takedown is all he's looking for to tie it up.
Yeah, well, he better hurry here.
We got under 30 seconds left. Tupper with an outside shot. Oxford just with that front head tie now.
Well, he beat.
Both wrestlers, Tupper almost had a little slide-by move from his feet. Now Tupper reaches down for a single leg. Oxford trying to throw him. They're outside the circle, though. No takedown will be awarded there.
Wow. And he had it, too, folks. They'd have been in the circle. It would have been a takedown.
Yeah, that's right on the edge there. Tupper almost had one. He's still got to get one with 14 seconds left. Tupper's trying to push the action. Oxford's just trying to fight it off.
Yeah.
Now a caution for stalling on Oxford. Tupper's going to push into him. And it's going to end up 6-4 in a hard-fought match for Oxford over Tupper. Oh, that one's going to end right there, I think.
Oh, that was an interesting match.
Yeah, that was a feisty match, wasn't it?
My, oh my. When it comes to decisions for building, there's no decision to make. Pine Island Lumber's the place to go. They want to be your lumber yard. Back in 30 seconds.
When it comes to electric.
19-6, Zumbrota-Mazeppa leads. As we go to 152 pounds. And right away, the Cougars get a takedown.
Yeah, Sam Nordquist will be coming out for Zumbrota-Mazeppa, and he'll be facing Sawyer Schwartz.
Sam's ranked 8th at 152.
Schwartz is junior or a sophomore, 14-8 on the season. Got Nordquist now riding on top of Schwartz.
Now, if you're Coach Steffen, you're thinking back points here, right?
Yeah, they think they'll go for some bonus points here. They're up on the scoreboard, though, feeling pretty comfortable at 19-6 lead with a bunch of their ranked wrestlers coming up here. Nordquist now has got that 2 legs locked in.
If he gets a fall here, though, this match is over.
Yeah, you're right. Got Nordquist now. It's got both legs locked in. It's got Schwartz flat to the mat. Schwartz now trying to get to his base, but Nordquist's got a deep ride on him. Now he's got a half Nelson on that near side.
Oh, my.
He's going to throw Schwartz to his back. He's going for the fall. He's got him tight and gets the fall.
There it is.
At a minute 37, a fall for Nordquist.
That'll pretty much do her, don't you think? Oh, we got a lot of wrestling left.
Yeah, that.
We got 3 straight number 1 ranked wrestlers coming up for ZM.
That's huge.
Big time win for the Cougars. Back in 30 seconds. 25-6 is our score, Tom, as we go to 160 pounds.
And we got
state ranked.
Yeah, Hayden Stensland ranked 8th in the state, 6-4 on the season. He'll be going up against Noah Meyer, who's 5-1 on the season. Looks like we got a couple wrestlers that were injured most of the season. Both wrestlers trying to throw each other off their feet. Meyer ended up underneath Stensland. Stensland that takes that 2-0 lead with that first takedown at 160 pounds.
It wasn't your prototypical takedown.
No, it wasn't. Both wrestlers wanted to throw each other. They were looking for the big move off their feet. Now Stensland's riding Meyer real tough from that top side. Meyer is in that down position. Stensland's got that leg thrown in on the near side. Stensland's working all the way across the body of Meyer, keeping the Tracy Milroy wrestler flat to the mat. Stensland now is going to get a stalemate call out of it, as there was really no advancement being made. Now Meyer trying to get a switch on Stensland. Stensland does a good job of fighting that off, trying to lock up an arm bar on the near side. Riding from the right side is Stensland. He's got that arm bar finally in. He's going to reach up for that far wrist now, try to run this around. Meyer does a good job of getting back to his base. Stensland's still got that arm locked up. Stensland's now going to just let him loose as Meyer was able to get up to his feet. He'll make it 2-1 for Stensland with 25 seconds left in the first period. Stensland now with an outside shot. These wrestlers look like they want to throw again from that top position. Now you got double underhooks. Now you got a headlock by Meyer. Stensland just kind of fights that off. They're going to go outside the circle here as Stensland almost had a takedown on the edge of the mat.
Too bad it was so close to the edge.
We got short time here as Stensland is going to be up after the first period over Meyer 2-1.
Grover Auto, they're the place to go for a vehicle on Zumbrota. Grover Auto Company, proud sponsor of our broadcast today. Zumbrota-Mazeppa going for a repeat for a state championship. Bringing home the big-time hardware.
I got Stensland will start this period in the up position. He's riding from the right side, throws a mean crossface in.
Is there a difference between a mean crossface and a nice crossface?
Usually crossfaces are pretty mean, but sometimes a little bit more, I think. Now you got Stensland trying to just do a chin drop, return Meyer to his back. Meyer's able to kind of power through that. Stensland now is just riding from the top side, reaches across for what they call the butcher. Now he's going to reach up for the legs, trying to turn the hips. Turns that into a Turk, but they're going to go outside the circle here. Got a minute 15 left.
We're going to get a stall on the bottom.
Yeah, I don't think we are. They're going to go outside the circle there with a minute 5 left. Stensland's still in the up position, up on the scoreboard, 2-1. Stensland now just drops around that deep waist ride from the left side. He's going to control the arm of Meyer. Now he throws in that near side leg. Now he's going to come across trying to get wrist control, trying to get an arm back so he can hit something. The fans from Tracy Milroy want a stalling call on Stensland, but I don't see any of that right here. Stensland's doing all the work. Now he's going to reach across, try to turn the hips of Meyer and get some back points. Meyer hasn't even been able to get up to his base, let alone get a stall call. As we got 20 seconds left in the second period, referee's going to call a stalemate. Meyer's got to try to score here and get an escape to tie it up. Stensland's did a good job of riding him. He's rode him for the whole period.
Yeah, I'd like to see him get more points, to be honest.
Exactly.
In a close match like this, all it takes is one mistake.
Yeah.
Well, the down position will be Stensland.
Yeah, Stensland starts the third period in that down position.
That almost looked like a headbutt there, too.
Yeah, that was kind of they're getting a little feisty out there, aren't they?
They've never been here before, Tom.
Now you got Stensland throwing Meyer to his back. He's going to get a fall here as I should say that, but he's in good position for one as he jumps all the way across the body. He's just got to extend that arm up towards his head, get that shoulder down to the mat, and he'll get a fall. So we got a minute 25. Meyer's got a long time to fight from his back.
Say that again.
He's just got to get that inside shoulder down to the mat.
Wow, he's got to be awfully close.
Stensland with a 4-1 lead. He's definitely going to get back points, if not a fall right here. Just kind of tightens up that position as he's adjusting himself, turning that into a front headlock. Really putting the hammer down here. Meyer's able to roll out of it.
How did he do that?
I don't know how they get out of some of these positions. 7-1. He's going to cut him loose. Now it's 7-2. As Meyer's trying to recover from that.
This young lady whipping by her with hot dogs must put in about 10 miles a day. She's running up and down the stairs.
She's moving. I think them are mini donuts. So.
Oh, okay, mini donuts, right.
She's still working hard.
All that sugar, baby.
We got 35 seconds left. Stensland's in control at 7-2. Just stay away from any 5-point move from your feet, and you're going to get a victory here. Stensland now on a nice double-leg shot. He's going to power through that, get a 9-2 lead. Now he could cut him loose and try for that major. And both coaches, Mark Greer and Link Steffen, say put him on his feet and get one more takedown here. It's 9-3.
It's never good enough, is it?
No, you might as well learn how to work for it, right? And Stensland might get that takedown. We got 5 seconds. He's working hard. Meyer's able to get his legs back from him. And Stensland with a nice win against a quality kid, 9-3.
Yeah, most definitely. Another win for Zumbrota-Mazeppa, folks. I think you can pretty much pencil him in the state championship back in 1 minute. We're coming up to the strong part of the lineup, Tom.
Yeah, Tracy Milroy's going to send out Trevor Eisfeld. He's rated number 4 at 170 pounds. He is 35-3 in the season. And it looks like Zumbrota's going to send out Tyler Saltall, a junior, who's 10-9 on the season. So.
And they have the number 2 ranked 170-pounder, does Zumbrota-Mazeppa.
Yeah, and sometimes at this point when you got the duel kind of in control, I think they're going to maybe, wrestle some other kids in this position.
Rest him for the championship.
Exactly, and I think that's their plan right now.
Absolutely.
So you got Saltall against Eisfeld here, 0-0 at 40 seconds left.
Saltall's a put-together young lad.
Yes, he is. Looks like the Cougars have been hitting the weight room, as you can kind of see that. Eisfeld now trying to set up a takedown. Saltall does a good job of just kind of fighting that off.
Amazing year they've had Zumbrota-Mazeppa. Last year they repeated as softball champs. Won in wrestling, and they could repeat in wrestling this year.
Back-to-back for 2 programs. That's pretty impressive in a school, isn't it?
Yeah. Especially a small school.
Exactly.
And this isn't Apple Valley or Edina or someplace like that.
Yeah. Now we got Saltall on an outside shot after he'd been warned for stalling. Eisfeld just trying to spin behind him. No takedown was awarded. And Saltall doing a good job against the 4th-rated wrestler at this weight.
Well, one thing you'll notice, whoever Link puts on the mat, they wrestle hard.
They do wrestle hard. They're bringing the gas.
Yep, they don't give it. They don't give in at all. Link's taking a look to see how Castaneda was doing.
Eisfeld now is going to start
4.
Wow. They're bringing the gas, too.
At 182, 38-4, semifinals.
Looks like they're going to match up against Foley, who is ahead 36-19 over Totino Grace.
Wow.
So now you got Eisfeld in that up position trying to turn an arm bar here, and the referee broke it before...
no, Casamata will beat Totino Grace first.
Oh, that's right. Excuse me. Scott West.
They're behind. Scott West is behind.
Wow, they're behind Fairmont. Martin County 19-10 at 160.
That's interesting.
That is interesting. Yeah. You got Saltel still in that down position. Eisfeld is unable to. Now he's trying for a front headlock from the side. He's on the right side. Saltel does a good job of fighting that off. Eisfeld now is just trying to ride there from the right side. Saltel almost has an escape point. Trying to get his hips underneath him. Saltel now almost scores here from this position. He's in good position to get an escape on Eisfeld. 45 seconds left.
Gotten it yet?
Eisfeld trying to turn the corner now on Saltel. Saltel trying to lift up on that near side ankle of Eisfeld. Saltel does a good job of still turning into him.
Never got a point.
Now you got Eisfeld trying to lock up an armbar on that near side on Saltel. 20 seconds left. He's rode Saltel this whole period, but he's rated number 4 in the state.
And there's no score yet.
And there's no score. Still got that armbar, going to try to run that over. Saltel gets his hands free, gets him in front of his body, and this period's going to end locked up at zeros.
Nice luxury to be able to rest a guy in the.
Yeah, now Eisfeld has his choice, and he's going to choose to go down to start this period. Saltel's riding on the right side of Eisfeld. He's going to try to throw a leg in on that near side. Saltel does a good job of, with that deep waist ride on Eisfeld. He's got that back leg locked, reaching across the front of Eisfeld, who's trying to stand up. He's trying to peel the hands of Saltel.
And he does.
Finally does, yep. Gets that 1 point escape. Got a minute 30 left. Saltel now with the outside shot. Saltel has got a caution for stalling in that first period, but now he's pushing the action and gets a caution for stalling against Eisfeld. Got Eisfeld now trying to get that takedown against Saltel. It's unable to get in on the legs of Saltel. Saltel now with a shot of his own trying to get in on Eisfeld.
He was going to do a one-arm throw, wasn't he?
Yeah, tries to tie up that front head. He's got that arm underhook. Now he's trying to throw Eisfeld to the side. Eisfeld's got all he can do to fight off Saltel, as he might get a stalling call yet.
Yeah, he should, probably.
Saltel now with another shot on Eisfeld. They go outside the circle.
He's just countering and going
It looks like Eisfeld is getting pretty tired. Saltel now trying to snap down Eisfeld. Eisfeld's up on his feet. He's got an underhook on that near side. They're going to call a stalemate with 34 seconds left, but Saltel looks like he's got a little bit more energy right now.
Yeah. Stepping down.
We got Saltel trying to get a trip on Eisfeld with 20 seconds left. Saltel now trying to get underneath him, trying to throw him to his back. No points were awarded as Saltel tried to throw him.
He's trying everything he can here. You got to give him credit.
He really is. He's working hard. He's got a shot to win it yet. Saltel now trying to push the action with 10 seconds left.
We better hurry.
Eisfeld trying to hang on here as he's got the elbow of Saltel. Looks like Eisfeld's going to get the victory, but it's only a 1-0 victory. Saltel did a great job.
I got a kick out of the end of that match. Eisfeld acted like he just won the World Series or something. Beat an unrated kid. Now we're heading into number one country. If they wrestle him, right?
They're not going to wrestle him. He's
182.
I think they bumped
Oxley. Now this is Hayden Boxler, isn't it?
Yep, Hayden Boxler, yep.
Who is ranked second at 170.
He's going to be going up against Jace Paplow, 31-9 on the season.
Ooh, my.
Paplow and Boxland going at it at 182 pounds.
He's got 30 wins and he's not ranked.
Now Paplow with a nice
that's weird.
Leg sweep. He's going to try to elevate that single leg up and get a takedown on Boxland. Boxland's really doing a good job of fighting that off.
Yes, he is.
Now Paplow settles in on
the legs. 2 points.
Yep, he's still got his toes in. Normally that's the indicator that you got your feet in bounds.
Oh, okay. I thought he was off the mat.
Hey, even if the wrestler being taken down is outside the circle now, Boxland right off the whistle is looking to get a reversal of his own. Gets an escape. That makes it 2-1 for Paplow. It's 2-1 now for Paplow with that first takedown. Boxland with that escape. 50 seconds left in the first period. The Cougars up on the scoreboard, 28-9.
The senior going up against the sophomore.
We got Boxland trying to get that head control from their feet. Some couple head taps out of Paplow.
Well, Boxland's clearly got the height advantage.
Yeah, he does.
Man, he could be a good basketball player.
Now we got Paplow with another outside shot. Boxland does a good job of just sweeping his hips away from him.
And just hear Link stepping now going, bite your tongue, Kosfeld.
Now we got the first period's going to end with a 2-0 or 2-1 lead for Paplow.
Yeah, take this down. News record, Zumbro Shopper in Zumbrota has all the picks from the state tournament. You won't want to miss that issue coming out. Bay Haugen, Pete Grimsrud, they do a great job. You know, Pete was covering Kenya Wanamingo up here, their matches, while Faye was doing Zumbrota-Mazeppa earlier.
Paplow now with a single leg shot, kind of sweeps it to the side and is going to get a takedown on Boxland. Going to try to throw Boxland to his back. He's got to be careful here not to give up the pin as Paplow is kind of settled in on Boxland. Boxland fights that off. 2-point takedowns awarded, but no back points. That makes it 4-2. Boxland now is going to get a reversal of his own.
Wow.
Makes it 4-4. Wow.
Where did that come from?
That's good action.
Yes, it is. He's in shape.
He's going to put him in the down position now. Boxland will be in that up position, riding from the right side of the Tracy Milroy wrestler. Paplow now with a quick stand-up and an escape. That makes it 5-4. Paplow's favor with a minute left in the second period. Going to go outside the circle. Boxland now and a nice shot on Paplow. Gets just accelerates that double leg into a takedown. Makes it 5-4. 6-5, excuse me.
Asa Manorville up 38-7 at 195.
They're putting a hammer down, aren't they, Gordy?
Oh, man. That's the semifinal match.
Wow. I got Boxland will be riding from the right side as the referee blows the whistle.
This isn't a whole lot different, 28-9.
1-point escape. We're tied up at 6-6. It's a heck of a match here.
This Tracy Milroy team beat Kenya Wanamingo 63-7 earlier.
Got both wrestlers Boxland in on that double leg again, trying to get that takedown. Paplow's trying to not give up that leg. Boxland switches that up to a single leg. Still still hasn't been awarded any points.
He's trying
to drag him back on. We got short time here. No points were awarded there. It's tied up at 6-6 going into the third period.
When you got to drag a guy back onto the mat, don't you think there ought to be a stalling call?
Yeah, a lot of times there can be. I think they were looking at that time on the clock with only a few seconds left. Might have worked in the advantage of the Tracy Milroy wrestler.
Should have let him up here.
So Voxland lets Paplow. Both wrestlers will be starting from their feet, but with that 1 point escape, Paplow will be up 7-6 on the scoreboard with 1:45 left. This next takedown could be crucial.
And you got to be confident you're going to get a takedown.
Paplow, just with a short little sweep now, traps the back leg of Voxland. No points have been awarded for a takedown yet. Voxland now reaches around and attacks the leg.
Got to escape.
Of Paplow. No takedown was awarded as we're still at 7-6. Paplow now with another shot on Voxland. Voxland's able to fight that off as he's kind of draped over the top of him, putting into Paplow. Paplow tries to throw him. They went outside the circle. It's still 7-6 in favor of Paplow.
Casamana will be wrestling for another state championship. Like Zumbrota-Mazeppa will be 2.
Yeah, they're in real good shape here, aren't they, Gordy?
Yeah. I'm trying to see where Frazee is here. They're behind. Aren't they the number 2 rated team?
They are. They're behind 20-19.
Wow, what a match. At 182.
Now you got 30 seconds left. Voxland needs a takedown now as he's down on the scoreboard by 1.
Yeah, he let him up, so I think that was his decision or his coach?
Yeah, I'm not sure. He didn't even start him in the down position. He said, okay, let's put us both on their feet. So now Voxland with a shot on Paplow.
He backed up again.
Paplow now is just going to try to stall off this last 15 seconds. Voxland on an outside shot. Paplow just kind of traps him underneath him or underhooks him. Voxland trying to accelerate through that, but Paplow is going to win with a 7-6 decision over Voxland.
So they do pick up a win. Does Tracy, Milroy, Ballatin, Westbrook, Walden, Grove. We'll be back in 1 minute. 28-12 is our score. Zumbrota-Mazeppa's ahead. We got 2 studs out here now, Tom.
Yeah, we do. We got Caden Steffen, who's rated number 1. He's coming out at 195.
State champ a year ago.
And Caden was 31-3 in the season. He'll be going up against Austin Buchholz, who's 28-11 on the season, a senior.
He's ranked 10th at 220.
Congratulations to the Falcons and Foley.
We got Steffen now with a nice single leg takedown and a trip.
They will move on to the Constellation Championship, which will take place at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Their opponent, South St. Paul.
So my guess is, I'm sorry, Tom.
No, go ahead, Gordon.
I was just going to say my guess is Coach wanted to see him go up against a stud here.
Yeah. It's 2-0 as Steffen rides Buchholz out of bounds. So we got 41 seconds left. And now it looks like we might have
blood here. Yeah, blood. Blood, Mr. Steffen's got a bloody nose. Conclusion of our broadcast, we'll have our Cougars of the match. It's going to be tough to pick those. That's why Tom gets the big bucks.
Now we got a blood timeout. So
yeah, we do have a blood timeout. So anyway, you never know how long these blood control things could be. So as I was saying, Goodhue County ADA brings you our Cougars of the match. They remind us to get our 3 every day of dairy, Tom. 3 every day of dairy. Chocolate milk, strawberry milk. I love white milk myself.
Yeah, white milk is good.
As we're ready to go again. A couple of state-ranked wrestlers in different weight classes.
Now wrestling on that number 4 in the championship bracket in class double.
Steffens on top here.
Yeah, Steffens on top with 30 seconds left. He's got he's riding from the right side now, trying to lock up an armbar on the far side. Buchholz kind of works his way up to that referee's position. Steffens is quick to flatten him out again. Working hard on the top. He keeps good forward pressure on that bottom kid. Make him work hard from the bottom, wear him out a little bit.
And he's off to the side like you talk about a lot.
Yep, trying to work his pinning combinations from there. He wants to almost get a tilt from that position. Now he's going to lock up an armbar on that near side, trying to run that around the head.
That's too dangerous.
Yep, that period's going to end with Steffens up 2-0.
You're torquing on those arms up over your head.
That can hurt. Buchholz now defers to start the second period. Steffens is going to go.
Wow, he wants him up. Interesting.
Yeah, so he'll get a 1-point escape out of that as Steffens chose to go down. Now both wrestlers up on their feet again.
Buchholz a little taller.
Steffen now with a single leg trying to switch that up to a double leg. Tight in on that leg on Buchholz, trying to return him to the mat. Steffen switches that up to a double leg, and he's going to get a takedown here for a 5-0 lead. Yeah, he worked hard.
He dragged him back onto the mat.
Yeah, they've just been aggressive on their feet and from all positions, really.
Well, and he's lighter than the other guy, too.
Yeah, like Gordy said, he's coming down from 220. Steffens is bumping up from 182, so size differential here. But Steffen is doing his job. 5-0 lead. It'd be fun to see him wrestle for the Gophers starting next year.
Yeah, he's getting a little frustrated here, I think.
Yeah, but, you know, that Buchholz is a good quality kid, too. He's not going to give up anything easy.
Oh, no, of course not.
Yep. With 45 seconds left, Steffens is still trying to push the action, trying to work across the front with a crossface here. Now he's just trying to deep waist ride him there on that right side, chopping that near side arm. Buchholz now with a short little sit out.
So Caden's going to be a Gopher, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, how cool
to the
is
Gophers.
that?
Yeah, that is neat. Thought maybe you heard that, Gordy.
No, I hadn't.
No. Yeah, he committed here before the season started, so.
I know it was his dream, his dad was telling me last year, so.
Did he? Yep.
That's pretty cool.
It is, yeah. Commit, you know, to have local small-town wrestlers. You know, they got Bailey O'Reilly from Goodhue up there now.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
I mean, that's fun to see. It really keeps people interested in that Gopher program.
And we got good wrestling in the state. There's no reason not to have Minnesotans on that team.
They also have the number 1 rated wrestler in the nation coming up there, Gable Stevenson from Apple Valley's going.
There you go.
That'll be a... Yeah, Link's telling Caden to just settle down a little bit now. The referee's going to talk to him.
Oh, okay.
He's getting frustrated.
Yeah, he is. You could tell on the mat he was...
Both wrestlers have kind of been warned now, so... We're going to start the third period. It's going to be 5-1. Steffens with the lead now. These wrestlers seem to get feisty, but there's a lot on the line here too, isn't there?
Yeah.
Steffens now on a single leg, but it's outside the circle.
That's got to be kind of your makeup too. I mean.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You don't want to back down for anybody.
You're exactly right. They got Steffens now trying to control the head of Buchholz. Buchholz is trying to come back with
I think I'd be frustrated too. He's not. Here we go.
Now Steffens with a nice single leg sweep move.
That was nice.
Yeah.
That was sweet.
He's got that leg. He's going to try to elevate it up. Now he brings Buchholz back to the mat. And Steffen now trying to lock up an armbar on the near side. He's got that 7-1 lead with 55 seconds left.
And this is against a really good wrestler.
It is. Now, I don't know if you should cut him loose at this point because he's been so hard to turn over. Or
he's bringing.
For one thing, he's going to drag him back to the center of the mat and get a stalling call against Buchholz. Tried to lock up an armbar on that right side. Buchholz gets his hands free in front of him.
Now, I have to be honest. If I'm the Tracy Milroy coach, I'm not real happy right now.
No.
I mean, my guy's bigger than your guy.
Yeah.
And he's getting manhandled.
They got Steffen now still trying to work a pinning combination. He's got that 7-1 lead. Now he's working tough from that up.
Yeah, I'm with you. I wouldn't have let him go either. I mean,
now he's finally going to get a stalling call against him. That puts.
We should have got it sooner.
That seals the deal, though. That puts the Cougars in the championship match right there.
Yes, it does.
8-1 win for Steffens in a hard-fought battle.
Absolutely right. Take this down. Brian Hale, Thrivent Financial Agent in Pine Island, can assist you in making some decisions that, of course, affect not only your life, but the lives of generations of people behind you. Check it out. Give him a call. Brian Hale, Thrivent Financial Agent, Pine Island. Back in 30 seconds.
Pine Island Lumber knows.
Yeah. We're going to cruise to the end here, Tom.
Yeah.
Jacob Bennett's out here. He's a number 1 ranked wrestler.
And Tracy, Milroy, Ballatin, Westbrook, Walnut Grove will counter with Tyler Tim, who's rated 10th.
Yeah, Bennett's ranked number 1. At what weight?
220 pounds.
Got Bennett with that first takedown as we're a minute into the first period. Puts him up 3-0 on the scoreboard.
Bennett's got 40 wins on the season. That's just amazing. Tim's 15 and 18. Did you see he was ranked? Wow. We're on the air and these guys are talking with each other right in front of us.
Yeah. So you got Bennett now giving up an escape, but he gets a takedown with a double leg takedown on Tim. Puts him up 4-1 on the scoreboard with 10 seconds left in the first period. Bennett's riding from the right side of Tim. Kind of takes a peek back at the scoreboard. Just going to flatten out the Tracy Milroy wrestler.
They don't really have an option here, do they? The Cougars almost have to wrestle Bennett.
Yeah, they do at this weight, yep. And they could end up with Hagelin at heavyweight. That would leave their 3 number 1 ranked wrestlers wrestling at the last 3 weights.
Yeah. Is this something you think we'll see in the championship?
It could be, yep. I think that's kind of their toughest lineup when they work it out this way, but never know what they're going to do at heavyweight in their next one. Got Tim now with Bennett gets an escape, so it makes it 5-1.
Yeah, you hope it never comes down to that.
Exactly.
The heavyweight, but if it did, you have to kind of plan ahead too.
Exactly, yep. Yeah, you're right, Gordy. Now you got Bennett with an underhook, turns that into a takedown as he's in complete control now with a 7-1 decision. They got Bennett now trying to work out in the front, trying to peel that wrist out, trying to get that pinning combination going. So he's trying to control that wrist of Tim. Finally does trap it behind Tim's back. Now he can elevate that up and just drive that arm across. Or he can reach underneath that front arm and try to get that.
Wow. Frazie's up 22-20 at 195.
Yeah, that one's getting to be a tight match as Frazie's a favorite in that matchup.
Shakopee 32-20 at 220. St. Michael Albertville 31-14 over Anoka, 195. And Fairmont's going to beat Scott West.
Wow, that's a big upset. Now you got Bennett throwing Tim to his back. No back points were awarded as Tim did a good job of fighting out of there with 30 seconds left.
Didn't you say that Scott West was the talk of maybe be able to beat Casamento?
Yeah, that's
They're not even going to get to
and
wrestle.
Sometimes they don't even get to wrestle, yep.
Get some blood control here. When it's the decision for any kind of a lumber project, there is no decision. Go to Pine Island Lumber. They want to be your lumber yard.
They got blood time for the Tracy Milroy wrestler.
Well, I'm sure adrenaline's not going to be an issue for the championship match tonight, right?
No.
You guys will be able to get their energy back.
Exactly. We got some time to rest. You got the third and the fifth place matches will be going on, and then all the championship matches will be going on at the same time also.
We don't know who they'll be wrestling right at the moment because Frazie's in a dogfight.
Now you got Bennett still in that up position, riding from the right-hand side, flattens out Tim. Now he's trying to get that near side tilt. He's going to get some back points out of this. Now he switches it up to a half Nelson from the far side. He's going to try to turn him over with that half Nelson. That's a good move to get 3 more back points. That will put him up 12-2 at the end of the second period. Bennett in complete control.
Oh boy, you can say that again.
Bennett wants to go from their feet now with that 10-point lead or 9-point lead. It's 12-3.
It's just workmanlike.
He's just so quick, too, for a big guy. Bennett now trying to control the head of Tim.
Good football player.
Yeah, solid. Now Bennett just drives through on that double leg. Tim kind of fights that off. Bennett now just kind of does a little whip over move. Trying to do that duck under, I should say.
Wonder where he's going to go to college.
I don't know. He's only a junior, though.
Yep, he's got a year left.
Bennett now kind of controlling the head of Tim. Sneaks behind him as he snaps him down, gets a 2-point takedown. That will make it 14-3.
This is just no match.
Yeah, I don't know. He turned him a couple times, so in that up position, I don't know if he wants to cut him loose or just try to turn him. It looks like he's going to try to turn him.
Yeah.
He's working that half from the far side again.
We'll have the state championship match tonight. I guess we get underway about 6:50, 7 o'clock start, right?
Yeah, that's 7 o'clock start, I think, for the state championship match. Bennett now with that half Nelson is outside the circle. And it looks like Fairmont's going to advance to the finals with a win over Scott West.
Wow. That was not expected, was it, Tom?
No, it wasn't. They said it would be a tough duel, so.
Well, you can see they're all dejected over there on the
Scott West side. Tracy gets a fall at 195.
Those are big points in a close match.
34 seconds left in the match. Bennett still in control as we only have 10 seconds left with that 14-3 lead. Bennett's going to get the win at 220 pounds, 14-3, Gordy.
That's right. Zumbrota-Mazeppa. It's all semantics now. We'll be back right after this 1-minute timeout. Boy, could I use a piece of pie from Bridget's right now, Tom.
That does sound good, Gordy.
Then walk on over to the BF and get one of those ribeyes. Oh, boy.
Now at heavyweights, we got Luke Dahlin, the senior, who's 8-13 on the season. He'll be going up against Sam Bauer, who's 17-6 on the season for Tracy Milroy.
Yeah, the Cougars don't really have a they don't really have a heavyweight, do they?
Yeah, they got 2 kids weighed in at 220 with some options to put Hageland or Dahlin in here.
Depends on whether you're behind or ahead at a certain point, I suppose.
Yeah. And sometimes they don't have to bump up Bennett or Stefan either. They can keep them down and work Dahlin in here too.
Nice to have that flexibility.
220 or heavyweight, you get, the matchup that you want. So, depends on that flip sometimes, though, to get them matchups. Dahlin now tries a headlock on Bauer. Bauer's trying to pull him back on the mat. Does get that 2-point takedown as he pulls him back on. Now he's trying to reach up on the near side ankle of Dahlin's. They're going to go out of bounds here.
This guy's got some weight. Big
First
boy.
period's going to end, and Bauer is big, isn't he? 2-0 lead for Bauer. Now Dahlin wants to go from his feet as he had this choice to start the second period. 2-0 lead for Bauer at 285. I got both wrestlers just trying to get in position for a takedown, as heavyweights sometimes will just kind of push into each other.
Tracy match isn't over by any means.
Now it looks like Bauer wants to throw a headlock on Dahlin. He's going to sweep him to the side. Going to throw Dahlin to his back. He's looking for the fall. Dahlin does a good job of fighting that off.
Wasn't it Frazee who the Cougars beat last year in the finals? Or was that...
Nope, they beat them in the semis, I believe. Yeah. I think they...
I'll look it up there.
Yeah. Now you got Dahlin in that down position. Bauer's in the up position. Got a minute left in the second period. Dahlin now is trying to flatten out or get off his belly, get up to that.
Feel sorry for him.
Yeah, get to that referee's position as Bauer's just using good front pressure on him to keep him to the mat. Dahlin gets outside the circle. Dahlin's still going to be in that down position. Bauer's riding from the left side of Dahlin. Got 45 seconds. Dahlin's quick to his feet, almost gets an escape. Bauer brings him back down. Now he's trying to do a short little sit-out. Bauer's getting real high in his ride. Dahlin tries to throw him to his back, but now he ends up on his back. He's in trouble now.
Yeah.
You get Bauer with a fall.
Gee, almost had that.
He did. At 3 minutes and 31 seconds.
Came pretty close to getting the pin himself. That was pretty awesome. So Zumbrota-Mazeppa advances to the championship, Class A. Yep, they get a chance to repeat, Tom.
They do. They really wrestled well.
And who will they face? We don't know yet.
I don't know. It looks like Frazee's kind of in control there at 220 pounds. They're up in the match 7-0 and up on the scoreboard 28-20.
Yeah, if they win that, they pretty much got her. They do have her.
Yes, they do.
Even a simple decision does that. So, looks like it will be Frazee number 2 against number 1 Zumbrota-Mazeppa.
Yeah, that should be.
Tom doesn't want it any other way.
No, that's a good matchup to have, and we'll see what happens in the finals.
While we take a little break here, Tom's going to sit down, and I'm going to sit down, and we're going to bang our heads together and figure out who our Goodhue County ADA Cougars of the match are. Goodhue County ADA reminding us to get our 3 every day of dairy. We'll be back in 90 seconds. The whole place went crazy here. We have one match still going on the mat. That's the Frazee match.
Yeah, that's the last. Well, there's 2 matches. Shakopee, I think, is still wrestling over there, too, against Wilmer.
Well, we need to select our Goodhue County ADA Cougars of the match, courtesy of the Goodhue County ADA, reminding us to get our 3 every day of dairy. Tom and I have been clunking heads. We're not in total agreement on this, so I'm going to pick a guy, and I'm going to pick Michael Majerus. sophomore, 106 pounds, who got him started off right with a pin. Right?
Yeah, Majers won 5-2.
I'm sorry.
It was the second-ranked wrestler against the third-ranked over Horner. And then at 138 pounds, Spencer DeFring with a fall at 306. That put the Cougars up 19-3, and they were kind of in command after that match right there.
So those will be our Cougars of the match, courtesy of Goodhue County ADA. I'll bet those guys get their 3 every day of dairy. We'll wrap things up in 1 minute at the Goodhue County ADA. Speaking of good people, John will have your Power 96 game on Power 96 tonight between Faribault Bethlehem Academy and Southland. They begin their Section 1 Class A boys basketball run. Last night, we saw the Zumbrota-Mazeppa Cougar girls, by the way, win in overtime. Oh, is that a great game? In overtime, they picked up the victory. Not last night, but Tuesday night. Last night, we saw Faribault win. So, Tuesday night, they won in overtime against Caledonia, and they were the lower seed, Tom. So, the Zumbrota-Mazeppa girls basketball team they're 2 games away from the state tournament. You got the Cougar wrestlers who are on the doorstep of a state championship, a repeat. Softball's going to be going for a three-peat this spring. Man, oh man, it's good to be a Cougar these days.
There's a lot of success there that you're talking about, Gordy. When you can repeat as a champion from the previous year, it says a lot about the program, that the success that they are having.
Yeah, now it hasn't happened yet for the wrestlers, but they certainly are the favorites going into this match, but they get to take out the number 2 seed, Frazee. What do you know about Frazee, Tom?
I know they got a really good team. These teams have been talked about as the top 2 teams in Class A, and they talk about matchups. And I think
7 ranked wrestlers just like Zumbrota-Mazeppa does.
Yeah, I think you're just going to see a lights-out final here coming up, and you know, we talk about bonus points all the time, and I keep talking about it, but it's so huge in matches like this. And it seems like the Cougar wrestlers have did a really good job about not giving up the extra points and being a true team by not doing that.
You see, we got a couple of guys ranked at 160 by both teams. Otherwise, let's see, 182. You got...
You know, and they got 2 really quality kids in their last 2
number
weights,
5
too.
ranked 285-pounder.
Yep, number 5, and that Luke Tweeton's really good at 195. So you're going to see some really good upper weight wrestling here, too, that
it's a Zumbrota-Mazeppa doesn't always see.
Yeah, that they don't always see. So it could come down to them upper weights, and it's going to be interesting when they get up on top.
Yeah, we'll get underway about 6:50 this evening right here on KDHL. Zumbrota-Mazeppa wrestling Frazee for a state championship. Thanks to Tom Weeks. Thanks to Paul Shea earlier for bringing us the earlier Zumbrota-Mazeppa match. Yours truly, Gordy Kosfeld, will be back at about 6:50 this evening, along with Tom, to bring you the state championship match. Zumbrota-Mazeppa and Frazee, we can hardly wait. Our broadcast today has been a service of News Records. Zumbro Shopper, take this down. They are the spot to get pictures of all kinds of pictures of what's happening here at the state tournament. Faye Haugen is here, the award-winning sports photojournalist, and of course, Pete Grimsrud, too. He's an award-winning columnist from the News Records Zumbro Shopper. They're up here covering the state wrestling tournament right along with us. Also, Grover Auto Company in Zumbrota. You're looking for a new or used vehicle, stop by Grover Auto, Zumbrota. Zumbrota BFW, post 5727. Pine Island Lumber wants to be your lumber yard. The Bank of Zumbrota. Bridget's Cafe in Zumbrota. Zumbrota Telephone Company. Shade Electric in Zumbrota. The Zumbrota Veterinary Clinic. Brian Hale, your thriving financial agent in Pine Island. And the Goodhue County ADA. Goodhue County ADA reminding us to get our free every day of dairy. So until 6:50, when we'll have state championship wrestling, Zumbrota-Mazeppa trying to repeat in Class A. For Tom Weeks, this is Gordy Kosfeld. Hopefully we'll catch you back here later.